Old-time players in Jackson every day, 60, 70 years old. And they'll tell you, say, boy, when I was 13, 14 years old, I thought I knew everything. But I made the wrong mistake. And what they call it, I went upstate. But don't worry about it. You may not get it today, but it'll come to you in time. And you're going to say, boy, I should have been listening, but the old bald-headed man was telling me on that Sunday there in Louisville, Mississippi.
I'm Thomas D. Coleman, and I live on Coleman Road. I guess the road is named after my grandfather. Not so much about me, but it's about people before me.
My father was a sharecropper for a long time, and I grew up on the farm picking cotton, hoeing cotton. Everything that we ate, we grew it. Sharing with my son, he's 14 now, and I teach him those type things that I learned when I was a child. So that just more he know about farming, better off he can be when he grow up.
When I got up, I'd go to my garden and work till it got hot, and then I'd come back out and fix my breakfast. Worked in it till it got ready to be gathered. I grow peas, butter beans, okra, tomatoes, and watermelons. And that's about all. That's all what I grow, concerning it. Well, some corn.
This organization represents the lifeline of individuals that help champion rural America. We're working to help save these communities where these individuals live. We're working to help these people maintain their ownership of their land. We're helping them to maintain their community, and most of all, maintaining their family integrity.
The land needs to stay in the family. Some of our people had land and they didn't do anything about preserving it. And you can't even walk across to see where it was because somebody else got it and got fences and locks on the gate. Even if I don't get a penny out of it, I would like for it to be so people can walk and see. You can see what it used to be, or what it is.
Really, to come together, you really learn more and know about how to do things, and you know about who all outside needs something, how it's needed for the community to come together and share things like that.
My concept of farming now, I might not want to get much bigger, but I want to get better. Better stands or crops, better weed and grass control, better insect control. By the co-op having workshops and bringing in resource people, that's a plus.
The heartbeat of small-town America is still bringing the people together in a small-town meetings setting. And that Cooperative and many others are the reason that we're able to network.
There are some agencies in this area help people who are in those dispositions. And all these programs have caveat on them. How do you qualify for the program?
It's not just about timber. It's not just about wildlife. It's recreation. Some of you get out here and get on the four-wheeler and just ride, enjoy the beauty. Environmental education. This is what we're doing right now. We're talking about the environment. We're educating you. What are your objectives? How many of you have a management plan on your property? Mississippi is blessed to have all these timber resources. We rode some of the men and women out on the sidewalk and we talked about trees. They couldn't remember what they had for breakfast that morning, but they could tell you about the tree they shot the first deer out of.
How many honest folks do we have here? Some of you kind of not putting your hand up real fast. Can anybody tell me, one of you honest folks, can any of y'all give me a quick story about how maybe you or one of your kinfolks let a fire get away? Oh, ma'am, I heard a gasp over here. We got a story right here. Would you please stand up? Briefly. Oh, she's smiling. We may be here longer than briefly. Ma'am, what happened? Go on now. Cat's out of the bag.
Even if only 1, 2, or 5 families or individuals or business owners are impacted by a cooperative, it's done its job. But I feel like Frank's charismatic personality, and I think it's safe to say too, when you're in the presence of Frank because his voice can carry. But I think it's a testament to his hard work.
So much of it comes back to Frank Taylor. I think so much of it comes back to partnerships that he's established, whether it's with our office, whether it's through the Mississippi Forestry Commission, Natural Resource Conservation Office, other entities. I think there's just a unity within people wanting to improve their lives and a common goal. There's no hidden agendas. It's just a group that's able to talk, to discuss, to look at the issues, the problems, and how do we solve those, because, it's a group effort, everybody working together. I think a team player concept is what's also made it so successful.
Everybody in the community, somebody specialized in something. And so they would come together. If they wanted to cover a house, somebody knew how to start the boat right. And in farming the same way, by this co-op coming together, somebody now ought to know how to tell you something.
In a community like ours, for example, and I think it's safe to say for our entire country, but especially here in Mississippi, there's so many barriers that have just been built over time, whether it was intended by anybody that lives today, whether it be cultural, racial, generational, whatever it might be. And I find that having a co-op of any form is hugely instrumental in us moving forward.
The smaller farmers should have at least the same opportunity as the conglomerate or larger farmers. And we need to look at a whole farm plan, not just one entity of the farm, but a whole farm plan, and where these individuals will not only be looking at whether it's forestry, whether it's cattle, whether it's goats. Let's look at it as a whole farm management plan.
I remember my father told me as a child to try everything but mortgage the home. I asked him why. He said when everything else failed, you need to be able to go home. I've always remembered those kind of things, And that's why the co-op comes in, an organization that you can go and talk to people to get guidance.
It's a personal relationship that I have with this organization. And this lives with me, it sleeps with me, and matter of fact, it's my wife. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to create some change.
Seem like the love don't flow like it used to, but you would love to see more love among people.
One motivating factor is that we have the youth that's involved. Leadership is very important, and it must start early with young people.
My club.
My club.
My community.
My community.
My country.
My country.
And my world.
My world.
What is a motto?
What is our motto?
Now, if you want to know the largest industry in the state of Mississippi that's growing faster than anything else, what is it? Prison. Private prison. Do y'all have an idea what the unemployment rate is in Winston County? All the jobs that are going to come to this area is going to be based upon service industry. And if you don't have some skills to read, skills to use the computer, you're not going to be competitive, and you will not have a job.